Hi, this is going to be like a sort of, not really a guide, but kind of like a commentated playthrough of the new robots faction for in From Glory to Goo. I'm not really like an expert or anything. There's like still parts of this game I haven't seen. Like I haven't unlocked this last level. Um, but when I first played the Automaton and the robots, I was like looking for information on like how some of the mechanics worked, and I only really found other people looking for those same answers and never actually found those answers myself, but I managed to win 2 runs as these guys. So I feel like I have a pretty good handle on how they work, so I figured I'd maybe share some of what I've learned about them. So I'm going to be playing on Seth 148. I think that's the most difficult level I've unlocked so far. That isn't like these two I think are pretty atypical for compared to some earlier levels, and I don't want to do anything too crazy with this quote unquote guide. I'll be playing the Automaton spaceship, not this one. I've only played a couple of these spaceships. To keep things simple, I've mostly just stuck with the ships that have low infestation. And I'll go with this thing, the Falcon. Let's give it a go. And then these are the stratagems I'm rolling with. Extra starting resources. Haven't actually tried this one yet, but it seems good. I feel like most of the time your units are dying, it's to the ranged attacks. And then I'm going to try also this one. Cheaper buildings, but slower construction speed. And then units don't matter. I don't think you can change the robot units at all, so this part doesn't matter. And then the captain, the Automaton. So he can upgrade his androids, his combat units, which is pretty nice. I don't actually know what assembly module capacity 1 means. And then the resource return from demolished buildings is obviously nice too. I don't know if people demolish buildings all that often, but hey, free resources is free resources. And then, he's got a heavy android as a starting unit, which is really nice. I think that about sums up the setup. I'll be doing short on survival difficulty. And hopefully I don't lose. So when you when you play robots, you get this sort of tutorial panel, and it's not that useful. So I guess let's go through it. So robots don't need to directly connect buildings to the landing pad. That part's true. You don't need buildings connected like you do as the humans. It's really nice. And they also have spreaders, which are basically like the thumpers that the humans have. Spreaders just let them increase the area that they can build in, and they also stop goo from unburrowing in that area. So that part, pretty straightforward. Like you can even see in this preview animation that most of the buildings aren't connected, like physically touching each other. So the second part, some buildings generate heat when powered up or when boosted by reactors. Heat negatively impacts buildings like industrial modules and data centers, but boosts smelters. It's kind of hard to visualize what that means at this point. I'm not even going to bother explaining it yet because it'll be easier to show actual, physical examples of that later in the gameplay. Third part, walls and other structures will absorb heat. Different terrain tiles will absorb different amounts of heat. Again, that kind of just ties into the heat mechanic. And then your units move faster on hotter grids. So my first playthrough, the only 2 pieces of information I absorbed from this were The buildings don't need to be built connecting to each other, and your units move faster on hotter grid tiles. Yeah, so let's get started. Yeah, so just general, I guess, from Glory. Okay, I'm gonna pause right now. Actually, so this guide kind of assumes you've played a decent amount. I'm actually pretty sure you can't play the robots without, like, you unlock the robots by playing the humans. I apologize if some of this seems obvious. I've only had this game for a month, so I actually got this game after the robots released. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, I guess I'll go over some general strategy stuff too. Yeah, so you're starting units, you just immediately put them in a control group, control 1, and then you just send them in any direction to just clear out some of the goo, to create space for your buildings, your future buildings, and also to gain experience. Experience is really nice because some of the passives that your captain can learn are really helpful. So right now I have them going out in this direction. I don't really think too hard about which direction I send the initial group in. So that's done with. So next thing you want to do, I would say it's a good idea to pause at this point. I pause pretty liberally. I don't know how often people normally pause in these types of games. The only other RTS I really have experience in is StarCraft, and you can't pause in that game. So for me, being able to pause is awesome. Yeah, so for the robots, you have the industry modules. Those are like the humans' habs. They produce effort, and they use electricity or power, which again the humans also have, but instead of water, the robots use flops. Flops are pretty much functionally identical to water, I believe. I think the only real difference between flops and water is that you can bank water. I don't remember. You can probably bank 800 units of water. So if you have too much water usage, you'll start eating through that bank of water. But for the robots, if you have too much flop usage, you just instantly have some of your buildings shut off. It's not the end of the world if that happens. It's just kind of... I'm pretty sure that's the only difference. I could be wrong about that, but if there is another difference, I don't think it's super relevant. Yeah, so I assume that when you play humans, the first thing you do is build habs. Same thing for the robots. The first thing you do is build these industry modules. I'm actually not 100% sure what the optimal setup is for building these modules. For the humans, I know you want to place the habs in a 3x3 grid with a hole in the center for your robotics building to boost them. But for the industry modules don't seem to work that way. They're boosted by the storage tile, but from what I can tell, it's not this doesn't boost diagonally. So I've been building these things in a cross like this. I don't know if that's correct or not, but so far it hasn't steered me wrong. I'll probably do a little bit of experimenting too to check to see if okay, I'll put an industry module there too. Why not? Yeah. So right now I'm just placing these industry modules, leaving some space so my units can walk through them. And these habs these industry modules each take 3 flops, so that's 10 industry modules right now before I need to get more flops. So right now I have 8, so I'm going to drop another 2 like this, and then we're good for now with the industry modules. And again, you can notice that you don't need connectors to connect these tiles, so I'm about to drop this robot drill right over here to start mining some crystals for me. And I don't need to connect that. It's just nice and easy. Yeah, I'm just going to put that over there. And that's all my effort spent for the most part. So I'm going to unpause the game and micromanage my units for a little bit. Get some XP. Yeah, so the Automaton doesn't actually have an active ability, so you don't actually have much to do at this point. You're just kind of waiting for your stuff to build, your Getting effort. Oh yeah, another difference is that, again, not 100% sure how this works, but the humans generate effort at the end of every cycle. The robots, their industry modules are just constantly producing effort. The industry modules are constantly producing effort, and at the end of a cycle, you lose a bunch of effort. I'm not totally sure what causes that. And again, I don't think it really, like in practical, moment-to-moment gameplay, I don't think it really makes a difference, but it's just something to note. Like as you see these modules complete, you're gonna start seeing my effort increase. And the reason I paused just now is because my captain leveled up, so I'm gonna pick one of these abilities. Shotgun turret, big fan of that one. Audio stimulator, obviously pretty nice. I would say the audio stimulator is something you'd want later on when you have a big army. Shotgun turret is just an extra body early on, and you can't go wrong with that. So I'm actually just going to draw the shotgun turret right over there, pick off some of these hoppers.
We're under attack.
And go back to, yeah. So you can see my effort going up just passively. I miscounted the number of flops I had available, it turns out. And you can see 2 of my industry modules instantly shut off because, again, you don't like bank flops the way you bank water. Again, not the end of the world. You just need to build a data center to get more flops. And I need some more effort, so I'm going to unpause until I get more effort. There we go. So these data centers are like the pumps that you have with the humans. And they kind of work the same way, where you are generally encouraged to space them out. So this is kind of the confusing part about how the robots work, is this heat mechanic. So you can see, like, where I have this data center preview placement, you can kind of see the heat that it's generating. And you can see that the amount of heat it generates varies based on where I place it. So yeah, so the amount of, so if you look, like here, here where my cursor is, you can kind of see the terrain. Each terrain has a different heat reduction value, kind of the same way each terrain has a different water generation value for humans. So you want to ideally place your data centers on tiles with good heat reduction. On Seth 184 or 148, whatever this place is called, there aren't actually a whole lot of good places to put data centers. So I'm just going to drop it like over here for now. Hopefully those hoppers don't try to kill it. In fact, I'm just going to send one of my androids back there just in case. So I'm going to unpause, go back to doing my thing.
Go.
So I'm losing energy too. Energy. Oh boy. Holy gee. I usually play with the plus extra armor and extra health upgrade, so I was a little caught off guard with how much damage my captain was taking there. But yeah, so you can see that my power generation is going down. Power generation for the robots is even easier than it is for the humans. You just place one of these reactors. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces away, ideally from another power source, and it'll generate 22 power, just like that. And they don't have to be spaced, like, grouped together like you need to group the solar panels together for the humans, which is why they're way more flexible. Like, I barely think about how I place these things, which, maybe I should, but I haven't really run into any problems with that. And they also generate, like if I recall, the panels are like 80 or 90 effort and 1 crystal. These things cost 72 effort and 1 crystal and produce 22 power, as opposed to the solar panels like 8 to 10 power. So it's all good. like I have not worried about placing these compact reactors as the robots. Um, yeah, I think I'm good to unpause again. Just get some more XP. Yeah, so this isn't like a robot mechanic. This is a automaton mechanic. But you also have this other resource called scrap. You may have noticed that some of your units as humans are unupgradable, like they don't level up. And I think that's technically true for the robots units. But the automaton commander gives you a way to level up your robotic units by spending this scrap to upgrade them. And the heavy android is great. I usually just upgraded it twice. You need 180 scrap to do it as soon as possible. He shoots fast, he does good damage, and he's got good armor, good health. He's basically just like a second captain.
We're under attack. Go.
Yeah, so let's get back to this thing. So my data center's almost done, so these two industry modules are going to reactivate shortly. And yeah, I mean, gonna keep placing industry modules to get that effort up. Also, ooh, I need a spreader to put that. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, okay. So let's. So we have 20 more flops. That's what. Well, we have 14 flops available. So that's 4 more buildings without having any shutdown. So we'll go ahead and place some more. Okay, yeah. So earlier I said. So yeah, for the humans, the robotics upgrades 8 HABs. But for the robots, these storage tiles only upgrade 4 industry modules. It's kind of hard to tell, but the upgraded industry modules are just like a little bit bigger. You can kind of see in this little unit icon, if I click between the two, you can see one of them is bigger. Like these 4 are all providing 9 effort. This one's only providing 6 because it's not upgraded by a storage tile. Again, still not totally sure about the optimal placement. Right now, this isn't a problem because you can put storage tiles anywhere. Your units can walk over them. And you do want to build these storage tiles because they increase your crystal and ore capacity, which you need because there's, like, I have 14 crystal and I'm like 2/3 of the way capped. I think you need at least like minimum 50 to be able to craft or build everything. So you're going to be building a lot of storage tiles like outside of these industry modules, I think.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I meant to build more of these too. Space is obviously always an issue, so you want to make sure you got space to move around. You got, and you got space for your other buildings. I think I'll just put these over here. That's 2, 3, 4. I said, yeah. So 4 of these industry modules is 12. Oh wait a second. No, yeah, okay. I just was checking if these boosted modules take up more flops, but they take 3 flops just like the regular ones. So yeah, so that should not. So these 4 modules will bring me up to almost full flops usage without going over, so none of my industry modules will deactivate.
We're under attack.
And yeah, so I also have enough effort for another data center, so I'm going to drop another data center so I can keep making industry modules. But now I got to talk about heat. So if I click on this and this data center, you can see it's producing heat. The number doesn't mean a whole lot to me right now. Obviously, the higher, the lower, scratch that. Some buildings produce heat. Data centers are the main thing that produce heat, and you can see that heat visualized by these like scorch marks on the ground. And these scorch marks are generally, you want to keep these away from your industry modules. And also, you want to keep them away from your data centers. Because if your industry modules or data centers overheat, they will produce less flops and less effort. And if they get really overheated, they will produce no flops and no effort. So I'm going to click this data center, and you can see I'm going to bring this. This is going to be like a visual indicator that placing this thing will overheat one of my buildings. Because if I keep bringing this closer and closer, you see that weird like fire marker? That means that if I put this here, this data center here, this existing data center will become overheated, and it will have its flop production halved. And I guess for the purpose of this video, I am going to place it here to show what's going to happen. And yeah, while that builds, I'm just going to go back to, kill and goo, as you do. Alien Commander the Nasher. All aliens deal extra damage. Oh, that actually probably explains why they hurt so much. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I never really paid too much to the commander, but I definitely noticed this one's presence. Because yeah, they definitely hurt. I'm gonna pause again. Again, I pause repeatedly. Like if I ever think maybe there's something I'm missing, I just pause, just kind of look over my base, look at my units, figure out what I need to do next. And right now, that is going to be to make a storage unit here, because I forgot to do that, and one here, because I also forgot to do that. And I'm also going to put an industry module here, and this spreader, once I get 66 over... where do I want to put the spreader? Here, I think is probably fine. Just kind of cover this area. And I'm also going to want to eventually put another crystal mine over there. I meant to do that earlier, but I forgot. No big deal. Yeah, so we're just... Again, I think this is how most early games look. You're just building production buildings and shooting goo.
Yes.
Okay, so I hit my flop cap, which was expected because my data center didn't finish yet. But once this data center finishes, I will actually still probably have a problem, but that is just part of the demonstration. Data center finishes. Yep, because these things are overheated. So you can see that these have 4 out of 2 heat. The 2 is how much heat they can have before they overheat, and the 4 means that they are in fact overheated. So this kind of just shows why data center placement in general is so important, especially in the early game where you don't really have a whole lot of ways to mitigate that heat. To be honest, I'm probably going to demolish this data center. Because right now, I believe the only way you have to reduce heat is with these modular walls. So the robot walls have 3 functions. 1, they're walls, like the human walls. 2, they function as gates. And 3, they also soak up a little bit of heat. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be able to soak up enough heat to cool these down. And the fact that 2 data centers have their production halved effectively means that this is like these 2, like it's just 2 data centers with only the output of 1 data center. So obviously there's no reason to have this one here. Like I'm going to demolish this, and nothing about this is going to change. Right, still have... Oh, nope. Okay. I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect that. Well, I guess I'll just do it again and see what happens. But I'm also going to build another data center. One that I'm not going to demolish.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and then I'm going to drop this crystal mine right over here. Give me more of that. Oh, too close to an enemy. Let's
Affirmative.
get him.
Engage.
Go. We're under attack.
Okay, so now I should have space to drop this robot drill. Perfect. Yeah, so this is just another general thing, is that I don't know about you guys, but I usually find myself with an excess of crystals at the start. One thing you could do with it is drop a barracks, or for the robots, an assembly module. But that also costs effort, and effort is kind of at a premium early on, I feel like. So normally what I do is I just spend the crystals on the ship. The ship is honestly in pretty good shape. I think I'm just gonna build a thruster because it's just barely at the threshold, and yeah, just like that, and we're good. And back to macroing my guys. In hindsight, picking the slower construction perk was maybe not a good idea for this video, but oh, there's a level up. Yeah, I'll take some more deeps.
We're under attack.
Hello.
Fine.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Friend.
So I have 370 effort, which is a lot. I've definitely not been doing a good job of staying on top of that. Ooh, look at all that crystal. Yeah, so at this point, I would just build more industry modules. This map is actually pretty small. Also, maybe not the best map for the demonstration, but what are you going to do? So I'm just going to drop more industry modules for now. Yeah, the desert tiles are pretty spooky just because there's just so much goo lurking under them, which is fine. But yeah, space I think is way more important for the automatons than the humans because of the heat mechanic.
We're under
So I'm okay. Yeah, so I have 70 flops right now, so I'm going to demolish this again. Okay, so you can see before earlier when there was just these two, it was 4 heat, but it's 4.72 heat because this one is also producing heat and it's affecting this one. So this one should have a little bit less than 4.72 heat because it's one space away. Yep, 4.44. But yeah, so I'm going to demolish this thing again, which should, again, theoretically keep me at 70 flops. Right? No, I'm at 60 flops. Oh no, it's because this is still overheated. But now that unheated, now we're back at 70 flops. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that was about earlier, where I was wrong about how many industry modules would come back online. That's not really that big a deal, but yeah, again, is really just demonstrating why people were so confused about some of the robot's mechanics. Yeah, so I'm going to drop another reactor, just get 22 energy, no problemo. Okay, so at this point I'm actually floating a ton of industry, which is not ideal. You usually want to put your industry to work, and I did just sell off a ton of crystals. So I'm actually just going to put a spreader here, start mining crystal here. Yeah, unfortunately I'm going to have to wait for the spreader to finish building before I start mining there. And honestly, because I have so much effort, I might actually just drop an assembly module. Again, I want to make sure there's room for units to walk around.
We're under attack.
Oh yeah, research. That's what you normally spend effort on. So the smelter is what you use to get ore. No, I don't think there's any ore right now, so I'm just going to skip it for now. Oh, there's ore right over there. I lied. Honestly, I might still get the flat cannon. The flat cannon is honestly pretty bad in my experience. If I recall, the humans just start with the laser tower, and I feel like the laser tower is a better static defense than the flat cannon. The flat cannon looks really imposing, but its DPS is pretty low, and you have to research it. The only thing it really has going for it is it has like a tiny AoE blast, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of these, but you don't really get any other static defense until like, I think like tier 3 or tier 4. So I'm going to go ahead and research it for now. Oh yeah, another benefit of these compact reactors is that they are not affected by sandstorms, it turns out. Yeah, like it's the perfect power generator.
We're under attack.
Where's my captain? Oh, he's hiding behind there. Got it. Yeah, I don't usually build too many units early on, just because like your starting force is usually good enough. I might build a couple just to like, you know, cover my base. But when I'm going out to kill stuff, the captain and a couple units is usually good enough. So let's get these down. Yeah. Okay, I'm capped on flop, so if I want to build an industry module, I'm going to need another data center. And I don't really have a whole lot of places I can put these. Again, walls can soak up the data center heat. It's kind of, again, it's like kind of hard to figure out how much. I mean, I guess I might as well figure out right now. Yes, I'll just put some walls around this thing. So, this thing doesn't actually have any heat on it, which is a little surprising considering this one does. And it's in a better location, because again, this grass has better heat reduction than the rock. But, I guess that means I should be walling off the other data center. So let's go ahead and do that. Also, there's more space around this data center to wall off to get rid of that heat. Yeah, so this thing has 0.44 heat right now, so we'll see if these walls are enough to drop that to 0. But in the meantime, I'm going to drop another data center. I'm going to put it, again, away from my industry modules, because... man, yeah, you can see even just putting this data center here is going to overheat 2 of my industry modules. So we're going to hold off on that for now, actually. I'm going to put a spreader here so I can start building into this desert and start working on that. Or... okay, you know what? I am actually going to build another unit just to cover my base. Oh yeah, so you can see like I probably shouldn't have built this like that because like there's no space for my units to walk through. A little annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so I'm gonna pause again, see what's going on with my base. I got 368 effort, so I probably want to spend that somehow. I'm gonna bring my super android over here. I can help out with my captain and have these androids cover my base.
We're under attack.
So I'm Captain Flops. Right, because I didn't build that data center. Okay, yeah, so these walls actually did reduce that 0.4 heat to 0, so at least we know that works. You can pull up this heat map and see that it's... Okay, I maybe should have pulled up the heat map before doing it earlier so we could see the difference, but yeah, honestly, only reason I know these walls are working is because this data center no longer has any heat on it. But yeah, let's place this other data center right over here.
Alright.
Yeah, you can see once the spreader is placed, the heat also spreads. The heat doesn't damage the enemies, it's just for... what's under attack? There's probably this. Okay, I have 420 effort, so I probably want to do something. I meant to research the smelter earlier. I forgot to. My mistake. I'm going to want to clear that out so I can get the smelter underway. So once these guys are done here, I'm going to pull them back.
I am a robot.
Wow, this location is really open. I got to figure out how I'm going to defend it. Yeah, so flat cannons are, again, like I said, not the greatest. But they do have a lot of range. They've got that going for them. So I'm going to put a flat cannon not there. Because if I put the flat cannon there, it's going to aggro all this goo, and I don't really have anything defending this area. So the goo is just going to eat all my stuff. But once I have more forces up in these areas, I'll probably put a flat cannon there. I do probably want a flat cannon. Man, this map is so different from my last Seth 184 run. Maybe I should plug these holes with walls first. That's probably a better idea. I'll start here, because there's just more enemies in this direction. I guess I drop another spreader here. Now over here. The reason I don't want to put a spreader right next to the data center is just in case I need to put walls next to the data center to suck away some of the heat, because the spreaders don't interact with the heat system at all. I'll put some walls around this data center. Just kidding, there's an enemy over here. Alright, now I'm going to put the walls here. So these walls are both to protect the data center and again also to just siphon away some of the heat. I'm out of crystals, so we'll... should be able to put another mine here. No, still too close to the enemies. Alright. Oh, there's an enemy right over there. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Oh, perfect. Okay, now I can put that robot drill right over here. We're good. Yeah, so one nice thing about the robot mine drills is that they can be placed on the crystal tiles themselves. And because you can't walk on these tiles, they're safe from everything except ranged and flying units. So I can pretty much just leave that drill alone and just head back to this choke point. And yeah, I'm gonna wall that off too, why not? And then I can put a flat cannon there. I've got another research tier, which isn't gonna do anything. Oh, I do want heavy androids. Heavy androids are good. Upgrade facility is pretty good. I have not researched either of these yet. I probably will for this video. But yeah, these androids, like this heavy android is this guy over here. Where is he? This guy over here. Yeah, he's a champ. Yeah, so you can see that these two are overheated, 2.62 out of 2, which means that their production is halved. So normally these things produce 9, so I guess it's a little more than half. And these things just produce 4. And to deal with that, I'm just going to put some walls over here, I guess. Hopefully that helps. In the past, my last playthrough was when I realized that walls soaking heat was like a real mechanic. So I'm actually still not super familiar with wall placement and heat management. So I'm just kind of winging it. And hopefully that's not too big of an issue. Okay, so we got a huge armor coming that way, so go that way. So we have the ore builder. So I need to put it outside of my base, unfortunately, to get all the ore, which is a bit of a shame for 2 reasons. 1, harder to protect, and 2, the smelter is actually wants heat, as opposed to the data centers and industry modules losing production from excess heat. The smelter gains production from excess heat. So when I put it out here, I'm also going to need to figure out a way to put some heat around it instead of just using the heat that's already in my base. Not the end of the world, but yeah, just so these walls are about to finish. I'm just going to watch to see if it has any impact on this 2.44, 2.36. Sorry, just pausing real quick. This Android defends that wall. So 2.36, 2.44. Yeah, so those walls did help, honestly. Yeah, like honestly, if I put like 2 more walls here, I think that'll restore the production to this thing. Okay, I ran out of power accidentally. Wasn't paying attention. Normally it wouldn't be that big of an issue, but these do take longer to build because of the upgrade I took. So if you notice, the amount of energy power produced by these compact reactors is like dependent on the distance. Like I think it was like 5 spaces away gets you is the sweet spot. No, that's 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 spaces away is the sweet spot. If you go past that, it's like not even connected anymore. So if I put it here, I'll get 22, but that'll also block this path, so I'm going to put it over here. At least 2 power, but again, not the end of the world. Let's get more research rolling, because I've got the effort to spare. So let's get this heavy android.
We're under attack.
Oh, you can also, like, so earlier I said that these walls are heat sinks and walls, but they're also gates. So they're not gates where you can just walk through them. You can actually, oops, sorry, hit the Windows button there. You can hit this button to lower them, and your units can just walk through them. And that's useful because sometimes you forget to lower them, and your units take the most wild route to your base to get to a huge horde of enemies, and it sucks when that happens. So always remember to lower the walls inside your base that aren't actually used for defense.
We're under attack.
Oh, affirmative.
In progress.
Oh yeah, I need another spreader, right? We talked about this. That's fine.
And draw.
Ooh, more ore over there. Okay, we're getting ored up. My last run, I had like 1 ore patch for half the game, which was pretty rough. Okay, so we're capped out on crystals, so we're going to start placing down some of these flat cannons and probably build more walls. So this flat cannon is going to cover this area. Do I have enough? No, I'm 7 short. There we go.
Go. Hello. Hello.
I'm about to cap out on crystals again, and I don't have enough effort to spend it on turrets and stuff, so I'm just going to do what I did earlier and start working on my ship. I'm going to clear this out so I can drop a gun on that hard point. Research complete, perfect. So that's my heavy
We're under
android.
attack.
probably will build a heavy android at some point, like right now actually, because I need to defend that. Yeah, another difference is that the robot units build instantly, or they do from the assembly module. I don't think they build from instantly from the RoboForge equivalent. Oh, you know what? Earlier I said I didn't know what one of the this guy's Automaton's abilities did. I think it means that these you can hold 2 charges of production on these things. And normally it would just be 1. Which is nice, so you only need to build half as many assembly modules. I've never built more than 2 assembly modules, so that's a nice bonus. Okay, that spreader's finished, so I can...
Listening. Affirmative.
We're under
Go.
attack.
Let's see how much ore is up here.
Okay.
Okay, looks like that's everything. So can one smelter get all of it? That's the question. The answer to that question is yes. That's wonderful. Definitely not going to build it now because there's like 30 enemies barreling down in that direction, but yeah, I think we're in good shape right now.
In progress. Unit.
Yeah, so you can see this thing has it does 8 damage every 1.1 seconds, so it's a little bit less than 8 DPS. I'm convinced like it's like less than half the DPS on the laser tower, which is like that's rough. I'm putting these walls here because this thing is probably going to aggro these enemies, and if they come this way, like this thing almost died to one enemy. Let's where'd my other... Oh, this guy. Yeah, so I'm going to upgrade this guy with my scrap, because I have enough to double upgrade, so we're perfect. Here's a Gigatad now. Man, there's like no place to go now, except from expanding into the desert, which I really don't want to do. And honestly, is expanding into the desert that bad? Like, is there anything that makes the desert bad to expand into? I feel like that's just... I feel like it's... I feel like I'm maybe overestimating the desert's threat. So let's... I mean, I don't really have a choice anyway, so I'm going to get this started. Put a spreader right over... Well, I guess I gotta clear those enemies. You know what? I think I'm gonna actually just expand in this direction, in the direction of my smelter. There's so many openings in this starting base that I'm gonna hole them up, or wall them up, so that they don't get shreked by the first horde. And yeah. Okay. There goes all my ore for now. Hopefully I get this smelter up sooner rather than later. Actually, I think I'm going to drop the smelter right now. Yeah, right there.
Engage.
We're under attack.
My wall! Okay, so I'm pretty high on crystal again. I don't really want to build more androids. I don't think androids are that good. And there's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure spending crystals on my ship is probably a better use for now. I could also build more walls. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. More walls. Just like that. And then I'm going to put a flat cannon. Yeah, no, good.
Okay.
So the question of how am I going to get more heat around this thing is probably just going to put a data center right next to it. I don't think that's going to be enough, which is a little unfortunate because it being here is, I guess so. Yeah, it's going to overheat these buildings, as you can see in the preview. Kind of annoying, but not much I can do about it. My captain leveled up, so we get our passive. So I took extra scrap on my last run, and I wound up with like 10,000 more scrap than I needed. I don't really transform units. Unit transformation is, if you've played StarCraft, it's like turning a Hydralisk into a Lurker. But also you can just produce Lurkers anyway, so transformation not that useful, I don't think. Maybe it saves resources. Like maybe producing the base unit and then transforming it is cheaper than just producing the transformed unit. Prepackaged artillery, I've never actually taken a perk like this, so I'm just going to take it and see what happens. I get 4 free flat cannons, like on my ship. Is that what it's saying? Oh no, the flat cannons are these things. And and this is a compact reactor. Where do they get placed though? I guess there's only one way to find out. Hello? What? I may have been scammed. Guys. Anyway, so we have 23 crystals. I'm going to spend them on not a gun because I don't have the ore for it. Power, always good. Keep those guns charged. Okay. Hey, you can see this thing's aggroed all those enemies and it's killing them so slowly. The AoE is like the only thing saving it right now. So this effort I'm going to spend on more more walls. Stop enemies from just strolling right into my base like that. I do wish my walls could...
under attack.
Let's go like that. Perfect. Okay, we're also low on energy, so I need another compact reactor. Let's put it right over there. Put it... Put it right over here. Yeah, there we go. Man, I gotta say, this base is so small. I don't know why I feel constrained by the desert. Is that just me that considers the desert harder to build on? Like, I don't think it actually is. So, like, I should just put a spreader right over here, honestly. Yeah, there we go. And then use that area. More crystals over there too. Did I build a compact reactor? I did. Perfect. I guess I'll start putting these flat cannons, these quote-unquote free flat cannons down. I'll put it over here. Oh, it is free. It didn't cost any resources. Okay. Okay. I get it now. So it's my second free flat cannon. My third free flat cannon. And my fourth free flat cannon will probably go somewhere out here. Yeah. I guess I'll build another compact reactor, because I keep running into energy issues, like some sort of scrub. Alright, so I got ore coming in. I got 7 ore. So this thing's overheated, so it's producing a little extra. The preview when I place this data center... Oh, it's not built yet. But I am going to need to deal with the heat coming off of this thing, so I'm going to put some walls right over here, preemptively. Hopefully it soaks up some of the heat. And I'm also going to actually wall off my base over here, which will also hopefully soak up some of the heat.
We're under attack.
Listening.
Defend. I am on.
Anyway, back to farming XP and scrap. This guy's grenade launcher now, it turns out. So gonna just get some effort real quick. Okay, yeah, so this thing built, These are overheated, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll see if if these walls do anything to mitigate that. I am curious about how heat propagates. I'll click this. Hopefully, don't need to micro anything, and just wait until these walls finish. See if the heat map changes at all. It did not change. It would appear. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I got more room for 2 more walls there, so that should help. I'm gonna do that. Hopefully that helps a little bit. But yeah.
Okay.
So the next horde's coming up pretty soon. Got 6 cycles left,
Go. Listening.
and should probably start thinking about getting a gun ready, up and running, just like that. A cannon. Just kidding. I'm out of crystals. There we go. So these take what, like 200 energy, ship energy to fire? So I have enough power for that, I think.
Go.
We're
Go.
under attack.
Listening. Hello.
Oh boy. I need another engine anyway. Oh, my spreader!
We're under attack.
Hello. Attack.
Yeah, so I do still have that one free flat cannon in the bank. I'm probably just going to save it for once I figure out where the horde is coming
We're
from.
under attack.
Attack.
Okay, it's coming from there.
We're under attack.
As you wish.
Okay, yeah, so a bunch of my upgrade modules, my industry modules got deactivated because these 2 data centers overheated, unfortunately, and nothing I do seems to be working. Yeah, so maybe the walls just have to be like directly next to the building to soak heat for them. So like if I do this, I think this one at least will go under, and this one too is pretty close to under, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Where's my captain? Man, I keep losing track of my captain. He's over there.
Ready.
Yeah, so the wall, yes, the horde's coming from that direction, which is nice. So I'm just going to create a wall just like that. And then the third flat cannon will just go right here. Easy peasy. And, yeah. Not a whole lot going on right now. Oh, so this thing didn't actually lose all its heat, unfortunately. So I guess the other question is, does placing walls soak... So we know that these walls soak up heat that would come into the building. Like, these walls soak up incoming heat, but do walls also soak up outgoing heat? Can defend it. So if these walls work the way I want them to, it'll also put this data center under the threshold, and I'll just, for good measure, put some walls there. And if not, I can put, like, this thing's pretty close to being under threat, like, oh, you know what? These walls are, these industry modules are also producing heat. And that's because these compact reactors also upgrade your buildings, your modules. That was also mentioned in that one panel that they show you at the beginning of the robots run. Yeah, and it looks like the upgraded ones produce heat, which is kind of annoying, to be honest. I would probably prefer they don't produce heat and just remain at their regular 9 effort production, but what are you going to do? Okay, so we are getting a lot of ore, so I'm going to produce some more heavy androids. Do a little more exploring.
We're under attack.
Also have a gun for some more free kills. Doing a pretty bad job of managing my crystal and ore, unfortunately. I guess another gun would be in order. I don't really have the power for another gun, though, so... or crew efficiency either, it turns out. So let's make some space for another crew quarters. And I'll start making tactic droids. The tactic droids are nice. They're just kind of like support droids.
Android.
Hello. Attack.
I guess start pulling my units back so they're going to be in time to defend the horde, defend from the horde. I mean. So yeah, tactic droid. Let's get. Let's get this android up there to defend. Okay, yeah, so do we deal with the heat issues? Yes, so these studio centers are no longer overheated. This industry module is overheated. What's going on over here? This industry module is also getting some heat. Man. Yeah, the heat module stuff, the heat management stuff is honestly kind of a lot. Also, we need to start making more flops so we can do more research and stuff. I'm doing a bad job of that. So let's drop some spreaders while we deal with this horde. I really need more effort. Yikes. Music too loud? This music sounds a little loud. We'll lower it a little bit. Even that it sounds great. They're coming from there. That's fine. Probably split off some of my army. Pausing again just to make sure I'm not capped on resources, which I am. Spread there. So like please. Thank you. Spreader over here. Spreader over here, sure. Again, I kept on flops, so I do want a data center somewhere. I just don't really have a great place to put one. If I put one here, it's also next to a bunch of enemies. Maybe I really do need to be putting up more walls around these things. I think that's what I'll do. Maybe that'll help. Okay, that horde dealt with. Yeah, so we need to figure out how we're gonna expand our data centers and stuff.
Go. Okay.
And also repair, I guess.
Attack.
We're under attack.
Okay. Listening. Okay. Go. Go.
We're under attack.
Listening. Okay. That's affirmative.
Let's do more ship stuff. Crew quarters. Let's lower these.
Commencing. Engage. Affirmative.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so I can also start expanding in this direction, which I'm gonna do. Just like there.
Attack.
We're under attack.
Listening. Okay. Go. That's okay.
We're under attack.
Aye.
Just doing a little pause so I can save my building. Yeah. Drop in another spreader. I'm actually expanding way more aggressively than I did in my last run. There's just so little real estate here.
Engage.
So
Go. Go. Affirmative.
kept on resources again. It's getting a little annoying. Not much I can do about it right now, though.
We're under attack.
Listening. Listening.
So I'm a bit low on power.
We're under attack.
Enver.
We're under attack.
Another gun. Another spreader. Which I am gonna need to defend.
We're under attack. under attack.
So, okay. You can really see just how much heat some of these buildings generate. Like, this area is totally scorched. 10 ore? Yeah, that's like more ore than I was bringing in at the end of my last run.
Engage.
Okay, you know, if I am getting Captain resources, I might as well build more storage tiles to hold them all. Probably put some industry modules out there. I lied. Oh, this got destroyed. What the heck? Like industry module there. No storage tile. Perfect. Probably need someone to defend it. Well, I mean, this guy, no, the cannons can actually do it. We're good. Captain flops again, somehow. Interesting. Not sure how that's happened, to be honest.
We're under attack.
I am going to need to do the compact reactor, don't forget. So we'll do that. And they were thirsty for that spreader. Yeah, these flat cannons can barely even defend these spreaders. Like, as a human, I would just drop a thumper and a laser tower and just like never think about it again. But one flat cannon can't defend one spreader, so it's a little tough early on to expand. Okay, I'm just gonna camp this guy there. Better yet, do it like that.
We're under attack.
Captain level up. The plasma shotgun, pretty good. It uses a lot of energy though, which is probably fine. Oh, that's a bite. Yeah, these stingers, pretty spooky. 14 damage. That's part of the reason I took the evasion passive. Oh, another stinger there. Man, what's going on? What are they doing to me? I need to be careful about how I micro this, because I'm pretty sure this heavy android will die to this thing. Range 1.2. They have the same range, okay, so this thing does 14 damage per second, so this thing needs to kill us in 3 seconds. So in 3 seconds, how much damage can this thing deal? This thing will win. Okay, we're good. Right, let's find out. Can he do it? Especially with the help of the cannons. What the heck is that? Oh, it's a... yeah, that is.
Okay.
Wow, it turns out
Attack.
the...
Okay. Attack. Okay. Attack.
Okay, I may have made this mistake firing my cannons.
We're under attack.
Attack.
These things are super annoying too. Man. I'm also capped on resources again, so we're doing it. And they destroyed my data center. Perfect, perfect. Man. Let's aggro these guys over here. Snipe it.
Engage.
Okay, I think we're good.
Hello. Yeah, hello.
We're under attack.
Oh, my spreader. No! Just put those walls there to maybe slow these things down. Because again, flat cannons, not that great at killing things. I think I have resources, so I'm just going to spend them on another... Oh, I need more crew and thrust, it turns out. So let's start with the crew.
We're under attack.
Is my data center up yet? Okay. So why are we... What's going on? Man, I just don't know where to put these things. It's tough. Wasn't there... Oh yeah, it's actually... Geysers are good for holding data centers because they have a 75% heat reduction. I think that's the only geyser on my map right now. But not much I can do about that.
That's happening. Okay. Okay, listening.
We're under attack.
Yeah, I do have a upgrade facility that I want to get down. Just gonna take that.
We're under attack.
Let's upgrade these guys real quick. Him. I think everyone in this unit is upgraded. Nice. I'll just leave this guy. Not him. Leave this guy here to defend. This. While I could do other things. Once again, capped. Just not doing a good job of generating effort, unfortunately. Yeah, let's see what's in this direction. Alright, data center on the geyser. Another research area yet. Need 145 flops. Okay, so we are not that close. Man. Yeah, like I said, this was just kind of a rough seed. At least just as far as starting bases go. Or maybe I've just been lucky in the past, and that luck has run out. I can start putting data centers here, which is nice, just because it's on the grass at least. And I am going to do that once I put them drill here. So drill here, data center there. This data center is relatively insulated by the fact that these two turrets can cover it.
It shall be.
We're under attack.
Can't believe how much my ore and crystal production is outpacing my effort right now. Maybe it's because half my production modules are shut down, but
Permanent. Go.
kind of crazy.
Permanent.
We're under attack.
Save me, data center!
We're under attack.
Oh no, my spreader! My goodness. What's going on?
We're under attack.
So the data center turned on about half my building, so I need another data center, I guess. I don't really feel like I overexpended, so I'm not totally sure why so many of these got shut down. Like, it's not like these boosted industry modules take up more flop. Excuse me, more flops. Capped again? My goodness. Almost feels like I need an alert for that. Or just need to pay more attention. Oh, I need another compact reactor soon, so let's get that down.
Move on. On.
Very well. Awaiting directive. Very well. It shall be. Awaiting directive.
5 more flops for the next research chair? Okay. Where am I going to put this data center? Honestly, over here is probably fine. There's nothing else besides the third data center here, and it's on a geyser, so... I'm going to want to wall them at some point, because there's nothing defending it right now. Let's fix that, actually.
Okay. Emperor.
Capped on resources again. This is the fastest I've ever built out a ship, I think. Gonna be the most decked out ship on this planet.
It shall be.
Gonna want to clear that out at some point too. Probably just drop a... Just kidding. These are overheating. From what? Oh, easy fix.
It shall be. Awaiting directive.
Okay, so this data center is just about done, so I'll be able to research soon.
It shall be done.
More stuff in this direction. No reason not to drop a spreader. Spreaders are cheap. Honestly, I probably need to be more aggressive about placing spreaders. So, it's just forcing me to get good. Where are we at? So, we do have this other data center, so we do have the next research tier, which gives us these turbo modules, which are nice, because they're just like the biomes for the humans. Do have one downside, which is that they produce heat, and again, heat management is kind of a pain, and I feel like this run has kind of proven that. Or maybe I'm just bad at dealing with it. Could be both. These flame retards are amazing. They can only hit ground, but after being stuck on these flat cannons for like 60 cycles, I mean, you can't really freely build them because they do cost ore, but when you need to defend from a horde, these flame retards are get the job done like nothing else, given how early you get them.
It shall be done.
We're under attack.
Awaiting.
Okay, so I actually need to build this research upgrade facility like I've been meaning to. Let's put it over here, and I'm not using this area. Anything else I need to build? I don't think so. I do have more flops, so I'm going to drop another 4 industry modules. right, not there, right over here. Nope. I mean, it's not the end of the world. If I'll put it right over here. Yeah. These things are in the desert, so they have really bad heat management. Like the heat coming from this data center is overheating them, which isn't ideal. So we'll see how it goes. I'm honestly not entirely sure how it's going to be. Okay, so the horse coming from more or less the same direction, which is nice.
Yes.
Captain Oregon. Oh, I didn't research. That was totally my bad. I meant to research this turbo module. I mean, I guess I don't. I mean, I do need it, but with the horde coming, I might want to focus on defenses. I don't think I'm going to be able to research the flamer turret and produce a flamer turret in time, so we're just going to hold on to my effort for now. And just drop another reactor. Maybe think about upgrading these things. I've actually only used cannons because like the cannons are like the cannons are only ones that like have like an upgrade path, I think, right? Because I tried the rocket launchers once and it like they didn't have another tier, which was weird. But maybe I should try something else. If I recall, this ship has better laser cannons, so maybe I'll try the laser cannon out. In fact, I have the resources for it too, because I have plenty of crystals and ore, so I'll try a laser cannon once I get those resources.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm going to leave one super android there for defense. Send my guys back. For the horde, or at least prep for the horde. Also want this heavy android upgrade. Heavy androids are they're like what, super heavy androids? Or support androids? They are kind of like the bread and butter of the robots, I think. Good damage, good range. They're not that expensive. They're kind of like the walkers that the humans have. Okay, now we got enough for the beam cannon, like I promised, or laser cannon, excuse me. I'm getting high on effort, which doesn't happen too often. I actually need to build walls. And these hubs these modules are kind of exposed, aren't they? Whoops. I could probably fix that, maybe. Yeah, it's a little awkward. I was kind of hoping the enemies wouldn't come from this direction again, but no dice, I guess. So let me think. Again, flat cannons aren't great static defense, but they are better than nothing. I also want to get rocket troopers. So once this is done, I'll start producing rocket droids, and I'm going to start banking resources to upgrade my units. So these upgrade into heavy android support.
Hello.
Yeah, so you can see these androids do 93 damage at 2.5 range. They have a pretty slow attack, but that's still like over 50 DPS, I think, at 2.5 range, as opposed to these guys who, the traditional heavy androids, which only do, I want to say like 20 DPS at less than half the range, and armor hurts them real bad, because they only do 3 damage per shot. So, yeah. I made these droids. I said earlier I don't like producing androids. I made these because I'm going to upgrade them to rocket droids eventually, because rocket droids are totally fine. They're going to be your main source of AoE in the early to mid game. Okay. Swarms are almost here. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, I got a laser module. Shoot them later. Okay, turns out that wasn't a horde. Whoops. Oh, they sure aren't coming for any of my walls. This actually might be a game over. I was a little distracted, unfortunately. Let's see what these lasers do, though. What? Was that it? Okay. That was definitely not what I didn't want to see when I just said I'm probably pretty close to losing. Run, homie! Do I have rocket droids yet? There we go. Using a lot of pausing to help micro my units, make sure they don't die, because, again, we're kind of in trouble. Got a lot of crystals, got a lot of effort. What can I do with them? Let me think. We put in a data center here, even though it's like totally unprotected. Right there. That's probably fine. I'm probably going to want a flat cannon to defend them. Okay, so we actually turned out to be okay. That was, I guess not that bad. We only lost 8 buildings, 2 of them were walls. Okay, so these are taking heat for some reason. Might be because of the walls that went down. My new data center is going down. Save it! Gosh.
I am a robot.
Oh yeah, I have these laser modules. I could have saved it. That was my key. I mean... No, there's no way this is better than the small cannon.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Maybe it does more damage in that area. But like, I don't know, I've never really felt like I need to snipe enemies. Because like, these guys have 2.5 range. I think the captain has 2 range. Like, that's a lot of range. And yeah, you can't like upgrade the laser cannon more, so I'll probably keep the one laser cannon and just build more regular cannons. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, okay, so where was I? Right, we just deflected that horde. We're back to expanding. And floating 29 crystals, which I'm going to turn into storage tiles. Just make a row right over there, why not?
Yeah, human. Friend. Oh. Ready. Okay. I am a robot.
We're under attack.
Hell yeah, level up. Did I already have the shotgun? I do. It's good, it costs 40 energy to use. I don't know if I'm going to use any of these, to be honest. Maybe the railgun? I don't know if I remember what the railgun does. I guess we're done in this direction. There's a tribe, which means I can't really build there. Okay, we are capped on energy, it turns out. So let's drop into the compact reactor. Don't really want it there because that blocks a path. So we'll just put it over there. Perfect.
Hello.
So we're going to start checking in this direction, I think.
Hello.
Okay, like the lizard's instinct, I guess.
Defend.
I'm still... I feel like what you generally lose to is like a big blob of enemies, like about this size during a horde, and like, are there enemies you need to snipe? Maybe, like maybe now that I have the laser, maybe I'll be more diligent about checking the enemy composition. But I still feel like being able to like hit all those enemies with an AOE is better. I think it's gonna find out during this run.
As you wish.
Did I just trap my guy? It sucks to be him, I guess. Oh no, it was paused. Okay.
As you engage.
We're under attack.
I do actually want to build more industry modules. We are... Man, I don't think there's anything I can do about this heat, unfortunately. I guess I can try. I do have a ton of crystals.
Okay. Human.
Guess I'll just jump into the compact reactor too, just in case. Where we're gonna put this one? Out there, cool. And then one over there, cool.
Hello. I am a robot. Human. I am a robot.
It shall be. Very well. Very well.
We're under attack.
Should probably put some industry modules over here too. Right there. No problemo. Then I'll just make another heavy support android, I guess. Because again, these guys are the best.
Hello. I am a robot. Hello. I am a robot.
How are we on research? Oh yeah, turbo modules and flamer turrets. Okay, turbo modules, I gotta save up for that, which means I'm not gonna have I'm gonna need to put these into something, namely into the ship. So let's go ahead and do that.
Listening. Friend. Human. Friend.
It shall be.
I was making bugged? I can't click on these walls. actually can't click on anything. I can only click on my units.
I am a robot.
That must be like some sort of weird bug. Oh, I have shift help? That was it. That has to be it. Yeah, okay.
Hello.
I guess the game was just reading my shift input for some reason.
Okay. Affirmative.
Okay, so we have enough for the turbo module research, I believe. Okay, we're 10 short. Oh, there we go. I can't count on resources. Sure you guys love hearing that. Love hearing that. It would be nice to have a recycler. Well, no, I don't think you can recycle... Yeah, you can't recycle materials into effort, so it wouldn't matter.
Ready.
Yeah, I guess I can laser these spawners. Yeah, I guess that was cool. Kept at war again. I'm going to... I don't really have any other way to spend it besides on these things, I don't think, which is fine.
We're under attack.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, if the laser does at least 120 damage, that's good. Whoa. Oh wait, what? How do you see these numbers? That's the heat map. Huh. Is there a toggle that I missed? I don't think so. I mean, clearly, but like, what? How'd you get that? That's exactly... Okay, I've pressed this button before, but it never showed the numbers before. I'm not... Oh, it's tab. So tab shows you your heat. Wow, that's kind of a game changer, honestly. They definitely need to include that in the tutorial. Wow. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Like, that gives you, like, a much better idea of how heat sort of propagates through the map. Like, you can really see how bad desert is at soaking up heat. As opposed to, like... Well, not the desert. Sick. Like, you can see these tiles are just completely unheated. Okay. That's good to know. Alright, so I'm going to start saving up for turbo modules. Turbo modules do produce heat, so that's going to add more to the heat management problem, but it's worth it.
Engage. Await directive.
Okay. Okay.
Didn't they put a spawner here? Spreader here? Did it die?
It shall be done everywhere. It shall.
Alright, what am I turning into? So, again, turbo modules do produce heat, so... oh yeah, let's see my heat grid. Okay, so pressing tab doesn't bring up the heat grid. You need to click show heat grid and then press tab. It would be nice if pressing tab just showed the heat grid too. Although maybe it's because I just have a tiny keyboard and I don't have the default hotkeys for it. Yeah, so like there's like no heat over here at all, so like this is a safe turbo module. Like these are like this like 0.5 heat here. I'll turn that into a turbo module once I have some more effort. Yeah, we're doing it.
It shall be done. It shall be done.
I mean, I would drop another mining drill here, but there's like I'm like constantly capped on ore. But it's only 120. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's only 120 effort. It's like nothing for just so much more ore.
Awaiting directive. Very well. Awaiting directive.
Oh, I don't have enough crystals for the cannon upgrade, so I need more storage modules for that, so I'll get on that right now. Let's put these here, I guess. I need 6 more. So, like, you do get another structure later that is kind of placed the same way as these storage tiles, so if you're wondering why I'm being like kind of careful about where I put my storage tiles, that's why, instead of just like randomly tossing them anywhere.
It shall be.
I'll explain more about that when I actually unlock it, though.
Okay.
It shall
Let's see what's down here. Hey, more. Hey, there's a vent. A geyser. Yeah, so like as human, I would just like build a thumper and just put a laser turret next to it, but like you can't build a spreader and put a flat cannon next to it, so I've just kind of been leaving my troops all around, which kind of feels bad because they're not cheap, but I don't really have another option, I don't think.
Very well. Awaiting directive. Very well. It shall be. It shall be. It shall be.
Okay, it turns out turbo modules use more flops. I'll be honest, I did not know that. Makes sense, though, because biomes use more water. So yeah, let's go ahead and dump another data center somewhere, like over here, which was actually the plan. And I just totally forgot to do that when... There we go. Yeah, like just have a heavy support android here. Has like a fake turret.
It shall be. Very well.
But it kind of feels bad committing, what, 170 effort, 6 ores, 6 crystals just to defend one area, but what are you going to do? This, by the way, this plasma shotgun is busted. It has way more range than it shows and does so much damage. It has such a huge area of effect. If you see it, I would get it early on. I think some of the later upgrades do outclass it, but early on, it's just like unmatched. You just need to be careful about your energy management because it uses like almost half your energy.
It shall be. Awaiting directive.
Just waiting for 40 crystals so I can upgrade one of my cannons.
It shall be done. Very well.
Never mind, it turns out my cap is 39 because I did not place enough of these storage tiles. Like a fool. So I guess right now it's just gonna go into another reactor. Why not?
It shall be done.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave this android there for another data center over here on this geyser.
It shall be.
Yeah, so I guess one strategy for playing the robots is just to find these geysers so you can plop down these data centers on them. I don't know if it's optimal, but it's working out alright. And these geysers are usually surrounded by grass, so you can usually fit 1 or 2 other data centers like I did over here. Eventually you're going to upgrade the data centers and they do generate more heat, so you don't want to go like overboard early on. So it's just something to be mindful of, I guess. Let's get the fuel.
Awaiting directive.
gonna start the flamer turret now, just so I don't forget, because the next horde is in less than 10 cycles. And the last horde was a bit of a close call. Yes, I'm gonna shoot the shotgun over here, and it's gonna. So the shotgun also like doesn't shoot straight, which is a little weird. But it's like the area is big enough that it's still gonna hit what you want for the most part. So I'm gonna shoot it here, and it hits everything here, and the animation is probably gonna go like in this direction. Oh no, it actually went straight. Okay, you can just ignore me then. So what did this railgun do again? Is it just a straight line? I have no idea what that did, to be honest. Alright, Captain flops again. Oh, not anymore. Okay, yeah, so these turbo modules are just going to start doing work. I'm going to build more. After looking at this sick heat map. Right, I meant to explore up there, but I didn't. I was too lazy. What next? That's a good question. I gotta get drills down here. Might as well do that right now. I can, again, like I said, I can fit into the data center here, so I'm gonna do that too. They're a little close for comfort. And like. Here, I think. Plus another spreader right over there. As the humans, I usually feel comfortable dumping ore into like the mortars or the grenadiers. The robots don't really have a unit like that. Like, the Tactidroid is good, but you don't need that many of them. And everything else that costs ore also costs crystals, so... I am throwing a lot of ore, especially because I have way more ore than I was expecting to. Because this one thing is producing 10 ore per cycle, which is a lot. At least compared to my last few runs as robots. And there's more ore over there, which I am going to get, because, again, ore is great. That's the reason we are expanding. So I do have the flame turret research completed. And I have a few more cycles. So I'm gonna do more turbo modules, I think. And then start rolling off some, because I'm like so spread out right now. Like, if the horde comes from this direction, I'm just gonna lose like 4 data centers, which would be pretty unfortunate. Also, let's get this guy out there. Yeah. I think I can turn this into a turbo module. And then I'm gonna set up some... I think I'm gonna set up some preemptive flame turrets.
Defend.
It just feels kind of bad that the laser turret is like such like that just killed one hopper. Yeah, spreader right over there. Spreader right over there. Why not? Let's probably need like how many rocket droids do I have? I think I only have like okay, I have 3. That's not bad. Can upgrade these 2.
Go. We're under attack.
Okay.
Very well. Awaiting directive.
Go.
Okay. What are we doing? Another flame turret, probably. Oh yeah, I wanted to wall this off. So the enemies, if they come from this direction, hopefully they crash into this wall, and this flame turret roasts a lot of them. In my experience, the enemies, or at least the goo, aren't smart enough to like go around something that isn't like vital. Like for example, this flame turret. If there are flyers, that's gonna suck. Because there isn't any anti-air defending it, really. Oh no, this flat cannon will reach any of the flyers that target it, so I guess I got that going for me. Yeah, just like as far as hordes go, like I did expand a little fast, a little recklessly. It's like hordes come from this direction. I'm probably going to lose all this, which isn't the end of the world. But if it comes from this direction, I'm going to lose all this, and that did take a while to build. Especially because it's like 3 or 4 spreaders that got leapfrogged with data centers in between them. And and those 4 data centers represent a lot of production. Here also, I'm actually going to I'm planning on defending. Like once this group's done here, I'm going to go down here again and start pushing some of these goo guys out. Oh, these are overheating. Darn. I guess those 2 turbo modules were a little too much.
Okay.
So let's see if this helps any. Well, it's coming from that direction again. Guess I don't need this flame turret then. Which is fine, because now I can just put that flame turret right over here. Double wall that. Double wall this. Like this is probably going to die, but that's totally fine. I'm actually going to need more reactors. Which is totally fine. Right there, right there.
We're under attack.
Awaiting directive. It shall be. It shall be done. Awaiting directive.
Okay.
It shall be done. It shall be done.
Right. Defend.
Oh, there's a lot of more here, actually.
Shall be. Very well. It shall be.
We're under attack.
Right.
Oh, that felt good. Alright, maybe I do like the laser cannon. It looks like it makes like no noise, so it doesn't aggro enemies either. I can actually probably wall this off too. There's like just a lot of natural walls because of the crystal mines, the crystal quarries. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, I have an answer for that.
You.
Nice. Okay.
Very well.
We're under attack.
What do they want with that wall, dude?
Ready. Listening. Affirmative.
Okay. Yeah, let's get started with this. So, I don't know. I mentioned this earlier, where every like humans, they get their effort at the end of every cycle, whereas these robots, these modules are constantly producing effort. But at the end of every cycle, you lose this much effort as the robots, and then that can put you in the negatives. That's just something to keep in mind. It's not. It's something you just kind of get used to. Robots are kind of weird in that way. Oh, these walls didn't help with the heat at all, huh? Alright, just waiting for the, oh, they're coming from here, it looks like, which means they might hit this area, so let's just get some walls in front of it, just to slow them down a bit. I doubt it's gonna matter, but, like, I'm not that worried about this, defense. I feel like we're pretty well prepared for it. Oh, you know what? Yeah, these are good. These are good for sniping range enemies. I changed my mind. I do like them. Nice. Okay, they are going down. It looks like. So we're gonna have to. Look at the shotgun blast. Like that's a crazy amount of damage just for 40 energy. This flame tower is just roasting them alive. Yeah, this defense was nothing. So what am I gonna do with my crystals and effort? So what am I? How close am I to the next research tier? Oh, just I'm pretty close. That's just 2 more data centers. They're just totally doable. I think if I just put a data center on, like I'll expand here because there's more grass here for the data centers. I don't even know why these walls are still here. Just gonna demolish them. So 6.6. So now, yeah. So another question about these walls, like, do they soak heat? Like, if I delete these walls, is the ambient heat in this area gonna rise? Like, let's say this is at 1.99. Like, if I delete these 8 walls. Wow, okay. I guess I do need those walls. Alright. Luckily, demolishing, I'm pretty sure, is pretty close to free for this automaton, so... Alright, chill with that, dude. That was not the laser cannon? Well, I guess it's dead anyway.
It shall be.
Did I lose anything? I lost 4 walls. Nice. Sick. This is undefended. Or is it?
Very well.
Is this just like a delete button? I thought it would be like a AoE, but it looks like you just click on something and it dies.
Shall be done.
Which is pretty nice for obvious reasons.
It shall be.
Okay, crafting crystals. So I think I might upgrade this into another laser cannon, honestly. I like them. Also getting researched up. I've never built a repair facility. I honestly don't think I'm going to start. So what does this do? Shows the path of incoming hordes if they cross within the range of the radar. I don't even know what that means. I guess we're going to find out together.
It shall be very
You're
well.
under attack.
It shall be very well. Very well. Awaiting directive.
We're under attack.
Awaiting directive. Very well.
I've definitely noticed the slower construction speed.
Very well.
Like every time I'm like, when is this thing going to be done? It's like just barely away from being done. So I mean, the cheaper builds are nice. Like I've also definitely noticed the cheaper builds, but is it worth it? Might just be a playstyle thing. Anyway, it's data center time.
Awaiting directive. It shall be done. Very well. Awaiting directive. Very well.
So what was the plan next? I want the ore down here, so let's go there, I guess. I do want more turbo modules. I don't know if I can build more turbo modules without overheating stuff, because turbo modules produce 30 effort, which is nice. That's a lot of effort. Actually, that's probably worth it regardless of how many modules it overheats. Because like these only lost like what, five effort? Yeah, I've convinced myself. So this is a turbo module, and this is in the heat actually. So this one I think is a turbo module. I think that's it for now. Maybe this one. Oh, this one isn't in any heat at all. There we go. Good use of resources, I think. Probably want to contact this tribe at some point. I think you just need to put them in the spreader, actually, so maybe I'll just do it right now. You don't have to like link it with connectors or whatever as humans. You need to do as humans. Oh, any more crew quarters or upgraded crew quarters? Also, I never did place these crew modules, did I? Okay, this laser gun's great, actually.
Very well. Very well. It shall be.
Human.
It shall be done. It shall be done.
We're under attack.
It shall be done. Awaiting directive.
I am sitting on more resources that I know what to do with. These are getting heated up too. Also need to defend these. I left. Oh no, there's no, that guy's still there. Okay, no, perfect. So what do I do? What do I do? Oh, I have the next research tier. Yeah, so I want this advanced data center. Water module, also good. Have not built the sky shredder. Oh, scrapyard. Yeah, the scrapyard is the recycler for robots, which is great. So I'll probably research this whole tier. Oh yeah, I gotta build this over horizon radar, right? Where is it? Like, how does it work? Yeah, I don't get it. Provides vision and shows the path of incoming. Like, is it just like, literally just like vision? But if you need like I'll put like, yeah, I don't know.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting directive.
Yes.
Awaiting directive. Very well. It shall be. It shall very well.
We're under
It shall
attack.
be. Awaiting directive.
What? What is that symbol? I don't even know what that symbol is. What are these symbols? Oh, wow, everything has them. I honestly... Oh, this must be like more people. Oh, this is probably crew. Maybe this is like... thrust? Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, yeah, so... Okay, yeah, it is thrust. Okay. Just wasn't paying attention, I guess.
We're under attack.
Oh, I capped on effort. That never happens. Research? Right, I want the advanced data center. And I do need more crew, so let's upgrade their quarters. And then get the smelter down. And any more reactors. Yeah, so at the beginning of the run, I got this, right? 4 free flat cannons, 1 free compact reactor. Totally not worth it. I mean, I guess the scrap also not that useful. Like at the end of my last run where I took it, I had like 10,000 scrap or something at the end. Right now I'm including 1,000 scrap. So, and the other one was like a transform bonus or free, cheaper transforms. Honestly, that's the one I probably would have taken. Just because I'm curious to see if that would have like led to cheaper units overall. So yeah.
We're under attack.
The number of times I've had to laser something there is kind of crazy. Crazy annoying. I should probably put something up there, like a flat cannon. Yeah.
It shall be. Awaiting directive.
And I'm just banking resources for these advanced data centers.
It shall be. Very well.
I'm also running out of heavy support androids. 'Cause I just keep leaving them everywhere.
Awaiting directive.
So I want to upgrade the ones on geysers first. If I recall, this was a geyser. Yep, geyser. I think those are the only two geysers I've found. Grass. Yeah, grass. Yeah. Oh, geyser up there. Oh, I see this. Oh, it just provides a ton of vision. Okay. That's... fine, I guess.
It shall be done. It shall be.
Yeah, that's fine.
Awaiting direct. Very well. Very well.
Drone platform I've never built either. Let's see what that's about.
Very well. Very well. Very well. It shall be. Very well.
Oh yeah, laser cannon's great.
It shall be. Very well. It shall be. It shall be done.
We're under attack.
Very well. Awaiting directive. It shall be done. It shall very well. Awaiting
Okay, this needs more heat. Which means data center time.
awaiting directive. Very well. Awaiting.
So like if I put walls around this, maybe these walls. I mean they're pretty high, like two. Let's see what happens. So walls around this guy to soak up some of that heat. Walls to soak up some of that heat. And walls here to soak up some of that heat. Maybe that'll help these modules out. I just wish there was an easy, like, an easier way to tell. Like I just gotta remember that these are like 2.5-ish. Like these are 3, like 2.5 and 3 heat. So just gotta remember that.
Very well.
Oh, running out of energy. Running out of a lot of energy. I guess 2 of my advanced data centers completed. And they are data suckers. Not data suckers, power suckers.
Very well. Very well.
Okay, so we're gonna start going up this way now.
We're
I think
under
we're mostly
attack.
good here after I drop this drill here. Well, one space away, really. Okay.
It shall be done. Awaiting directive.
We're under attack.
Can't you? Oh yeah, these give you effort. I should be building these. I totally forgot those were a thing. I built them during my very first run, and it's like they're not that useful, but that might be useful for the robots if you're struggling to scrounge up some effort.
It shall be. Awaiting directive.
I have no idea why I randomly remembered them just now, but my data center. Nope, something killed it. Can I just laser these guys and then like Will they aggro? I don't want to risk it right now.
You're under attack.
Like, I'm pretty sure cannons will aggro enemies, but in a way that the lasers don't. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Like, these guys just got pulled by that cannon. So that's another benefit that the lasers have. Lasers are kinda cracked. It's gonna, I guess, path through the unsuppressed zone, I guess. Oh my goodness.
You're under attack.
I don't know why my guys decided to go this way. Am I really still out of energy? Do I not have... Oh, what's this guy doing? Yeah, like if a laser... This goop lobber... Like, it aggro's such a small
You're
group.
under attack.
It shall be done.
Yeah, can this thing, like, one-shot a stinger? Like, if it can, that's really good. Okay.
Await directive. Await directive. Await directive. It shall be done. It shall be. It shall be done. Awaiting directive. It shall be.
You're under
Awaiting
attack.
directive. Very well. It shall be. Very well. It shall be done.
Ready.
What's the next horde? 7 cycles. Okay, I need to start putting up
You're
flame
under
towers, I think.
attack.
Over resin radar, huh? Yeah, I guess it's not that bad. How much does it cost to build? 4.8? That's not that bad, yeah. If I do that, oh, okay. Because it also gives me like more lead time with like your ship armaments. So yeah, no, it's good. Oh yeah, what's the drone platform? I got it right. Drone platform. The drone platform. What's a drone platform? Oh, it's these things. Hmm. Uh-huh, so what if I A-move these things into them? I don't really get it. Guess I'll upgrade him too, why not? So this is like melee, and then like what's gonna happen? I mean, alright. Yeah, okay. They have 4 armor. Okay. I'm saying, sure. Okay, so we're extended like out here now, which is a lot. Oh, there's some uranium over there. That's good to know. I want a defensive structure there. Probably the flamer. And then here too, I guess.
You're under attack.
What's going on here? And then these mines are single use. Alright, let's see it in action. You can upgrade it. Okay, it's coming from up there? Okay, that's fine. Then I don't need this. Probably roll off like here and here, I think, and then we're good. And also drop this sick new over horizon radar that I got. Like right here, I guess. Right here. So let's see what this thing does. It's just gonna like only has 10 health. Alright, sure.
It shall be done.
You're under attack.
Oh yeah. So water modules are they cool things down. They're just like industry modules. So yeah, that's obviously nice. It also terraforms adjacent tiles. I don't think I knew that. So like if I turn this industry module into a water module, for example, it should help this one and this one, for example, at least should have the heat reduced. And I did forget to check if this reduced the heat, and it did, because it was like 3 and 2.5 for the upper ones, and these are like just like 2.3, 2.5. Yeah, I guess like walls are the answer. It's just like, it just kind of feels bad not knowing what exact benefit you're going to get out of building something, you know? Holy Christ.
Very well. It shall be. Very well. It shall be.
What's the next research tier? 470? Oh, we're quite... No, it's like
You're under attack.
I do need to start upgrading my data centers too. I totally forgot about that. Like, I guess do I just want to like, carve a path so that like my guns don't aggro more enemies? Well, okay. Well, here's a plan. Once this flame tower is done, these 2 flame towers are done, I'm gonna blast with the cannons and see if these guys aggro into me, and hopefully clear out some of those enemies before the horde arrives. I don't think like the horde is gonna like pull any of them. Well, yeah, actually, now that I say it out loud, that sounds like a terrible plan, so I'm not gonna do it.
You're under attack.
Just get rid of the problematic units, I guess. I got a lot of effort again. Yeah, so I haven't built this IFV Nomad. So the issue with like units like these, I guess I don't actually know the exact stats, so I guess it's unfair for me to judge it, but I'm gonna judge it anyway. Like these two, it's just like it kind of feels like a midway between a regular unit produced like a say like the heavy support android and like a stationary static defense like a turret. And it's just like I would rather just build one or the other. Like there was a tank I think in this tier, and it just was like the worst of both worlds. And I kind of expect that from most of these vehicles, at least based on the descriptions. I'm gonna try them again just for the video, so we'll see how this IFV-21 Nomad goes. But I'm not expecting a whole lot, to be honest. Oh, I really don't have a lot of these heavy support androids, do I? I have so many just camped like all over the place in random spots of the map. Where is my scrapyard? Did I not research scrapyard? Oh, I sure didn't. Whoops. Guess I can just make some more advanced data centers before I forget. Alright, here they come. Plus that guy, I guess. Alright, so we got these lobbers, which I hate. Glad to be able to snipe them with a laser. We got a lot of biters, it looks like, in the group. Yes, if I shoot the cannon, I'm pretty sure I'll destroy more enemies, which will make things worse. But, some more lobbers trying to ruin my day. I'm gonna shoot the cannon. Because it looks like I'm about to get overwhelmed. So just looking around, see what else, other data centers I can upgrade. Not as many as I would like, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think I can upgrade either of these without losing a lot of flops. Honestly, if I like wall this off like this, it might be fine. Just try that. Remember the rest of my effort, I'll grab the scrapyard research. Oh yeah, I can build this assembly plant too. Yeah, unfortunately most of the enemies are coming, well, we'll see. Okay, this is actually looking pretty bad. Anything that needs to be sniped? We got some biters. Looks like I got rid of all the group lobbers. What's that? Did I kill that? Oh, I shot my laser unfortunately, so it's not going to get shot right now. Okay, one shot whatever that blue thing was. Okay, looks like I aggroed these enemies unfortunately. And I don't have a great response for that. Besides, I guess, this. Anything else that needs to be spent? I don't think so. I didn't mean to do that. I guess that Thrasher's gonna die. Let's rebuild that. Where's the other advanced data center I put somewhere? That was this one. Okay, well this thing got blown up, so I have no idea how its heat's looking. Oh no, this is the one I wanted to turn into an advanced data center. What about this one? Yeah, those heat numbers aren't looking great, but I'm gonna do it. Okay. Guess I can shoot the guns. I already shot them and not that many enemies came, so... We don't want this thing to die, it just keeps running forward. Got more resources for God knows what. I don't think I can turn this into an advanced data center, unfortunately. I might be able to turn one of these into an advanced data center. I'm gonna do it. Out of crystals. Now I can see the horde. What is this?
It shall be.
Hello.
Alright, cool. We survived. Please rebuild this.
We're under attack.
We're looking. Okay, so I actually think I can turn this into an advanced data center.
We're under attack.
Attack. Go. Hello. Affirmative.
So how many cycles do we have left? 250. Oh man, I'm definitely not finishing this run tonight. I've like we're barely halfway through. But I probably don't need to play it out anyway. I think I've given a pretty good demonstration of how this faction works. Got another energy deficit, easily solved with some energy thingies. So what are we doing next? Do we have the next research tier? 450? Oh, we need 470? Really? Why would they do this to me? I guess I can upgrade this. Start lasering more of these annoying enemies.
Okay.
Yeah, you can really feel the value of the lasers. Low alarm, I guess, level on this desert map. Oh, there we go. So this railgun tower is where it's at. This is like the autocannon for the humans, except it can also shoot in the air. But the other main upgrade is the vent. The vent makes heat management so much more easy. And I'll show you why once I get the research done. I really don't want to overextend, but that geyser's so juicy looking. Okay, I guess I don't need these. Oh, I never put this mine. Whoops. My mistake. Yeah, so what do I want my army doing?
We're under attack.
Why did the enemies... This thing has died like 5 times. Let's put him over there.
Yes.
Like if I go... Like if I get this geyser and put mines there, like... and then enemies spawn in this direction... I guess it's actually fine. It's just more like if they spawn... Like we have this defended. And we have, like, this did fine. That was a little bit close, but it was also just, like, pretty unfortunate positioning on my part. Because I thought the enemies would come here, but they just, like, went here. And if enemies come from here... You know what? Maybe I should explore there first. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll be responsible.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so these vents are really good at... They literally just like move heat away. So like if I put a vent here and just vent it out like over here, for example. Like if you see, like this is 2.98 heat and this is 2.13 heat. So it's like 3 heat and 2.1 heat. And we'll just remember those values for when I check back. Whoa. Something else is being attacked. You know, let's just ignore these guys.
Go.
Something is still being attacked. Oh. Oh. Huh. Oh no, this guy's right over there. He'll just patrol. Oh, we also need more compact reactors. Oh, whoa. Oh, is it autosave?
We're under
Okay.
attack.
Yes, this vent, didn't do anything actually. Wow.
We're under attack.
It might be because it's on the sand. Like I would need to wall it off like this, maybe. No. Huh. 2.3. Okay, no, it did help with the heat for this one, but not this one for some reason. Also, I thought these water modules were supposed to terraform. And terraforms adjacent tiles. It definitely didn't do that. Maybe it only terraforms like grass tiles. Well, let's try another vent right over here. Oh yeah, so I guess I'll talk about the other features of the vents. So vents, I don't think it's listed in the description, but you can walk over vents. And the part that is included in the description is that if enemies walk over the exit vent, they'll take damage from the heat, which is nice. So like you could line the outside of a wall with vents to help with dealing damage. Right now I'm just using them and failing at managing my heat for these modules. But I did use them in my last run to help with the defense. This is I'm gonna build some walls here, maybe help with the heat on these modules. Oh, no, the crystals.
Let's go. Affirmative. Okay. Affirmative. Attack. Attack.
You're under attack.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Okay. Okay. Control.
Sniped that launcher.
Attack.
And that lobber.
Affirmative.
You're
Control.
under attack.
Okay.
On ready.
And that launcher.
Hello. Hello.
I'm gonna put a suppressor up here.
Okay.
Wow, it just like pushed all my units into this random spot.
You're under attack.
They're kind of trapped, aren't they?
Attack.
Uh-oh.
Go.
Save them.
Okay.
Okay, we got more resources to spend, so I'm gonna pause. See how this is going. Okay, so you can see that they actually did have their heat drastically reduced by the vents. I think just a couple walls, and they'll be right as rain. These, unfortunately, are still pretty heated. Let's see where the heat's coming from. So the heat's coming from here, it looks like, and just kind of the general desert region. So I'm going to put a vent here and try to send the heat out to, like, over here, which is relatively green. Except I'm not going to put the vent there because that's where I want to put some walls. And then I'll put the vent like right over here and put it out there. Same with here. And then same with here. Like that, for example. And hopefully that the walls and the vents combined help take some of the heat off of these modules. Because I like effort. Ooh, level up. Crystal mine production. Oh, this extra android is actually pretty nice because it also affects your heavy support androids, so it's effectively 50% extra heavy support androids.
You're under attack.
And it just feels good when you get 8 heavy support androids after producing 4.
You're under attack.
Okay, so we have too much ore now. What's being attacked right now? I heard some scratching, but it's gone now, so I guess whatever was calling it is
You're under attack.
RIP, resting in peace. Our crew efficiency isn't great, so I'm going to build some more crew modules, I think. tactidroids. Oh yeah, I got 4 tactidroids just from hitting the button twice. That's that 50% RNG bonus. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned this, but tactidroids like mark enemies so that your units heal when they shoot them. So they just kind of act as like healers, which is nice. That was not where I wanted to put that.
Okay. Control. Listen.
Oh yeah, I need to research these this railgun tower.
Go. Okay. Listening. Control.
We're under attack.
Earth. Control. Attack. Earth.
I think we're good. And I'm just making these tactidroids just to burn off some of this excess ore. I don't really think I have a good place to put it. And as you can see, like, scrap is not an issue. Like, I'm floating 1,500 scrap right now. Maybe it means I should be making more units. That's entirely possible, to be honest. But I'm not going to dwell on it. I think I'm doing all right.
Okay.
We need to make more flops. Also, I kind of slipped on that.
We're under attack.
Okay. Attack. Okay. Attack.
So this, I plan on turning this into an advanced data center. Ooh, that's gonna almost certainly overheat these. This scumbag just destroyed my reactor. I decided that I couldn't. Well, let's check. Yeah, I decided that I don't think this. Yeah, because this is already at 1.33, and it pretty like these. So if this goes up to 12 heat, which is a 50% increase, this will get a 50% increase of about 0.7. That actually is fine. Because 0.7 will put it like just barely over 2, and I can just fix that with some walls maybe. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Listening. Attack.
We're under attack.
Oh yeah, I never did put this guy out there. That was my bad.
Ready. Defend.
Yeah, so next invasion is in 9 cycles. I'm probably going to call it after that invasion, or horde or whatever, because it's getting a bit late. And I think I've shown off pretty much everything you need to see to get a handle on playing robots. And I did. Oh, I didn't make this IFV Nomad yet. I'll make sure to do that in a bit. But yeah, so as far as the horde goes, I'm not really sure which direction I'm most scared of it coming from. I'm actually meant to dismantle these, but at this point I'll just leave them up. So like, oh yeah, I also meant to get these guys in the spreader. I guess I'll send my troops down here, make sure this tribe doesn't get massacred once they, well, they're not going to join instantly. That's only if you gift them effort, and I definitely don't have enough for that. They're on their own. Just put a spreader here, see what's in this direction, I guess. Let's upgrade the quarters. Yeah, some early game was definitely had an issue with balancing resource production. Like I just had way more crystalline ore than I knew what to do with, and nowhere near enough effort. But right now, I think I have a pretty good balance. And it's just kind of a question of just steering this into a victory from this point, which means shoring up my defenses, stuff like that. I still need to research the railgun tower, which is probably my next priority. So it's okay. So I got 2 more advanced data centers. It did overheat this and this, which is fine. But right now I need more reactors, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, now I'm actually just wait until I hit 500 effort to get this research done. Okay, I just lost 300 research from the cycle ending. Let's shoot some lasers, I guess. Bam, bam, bam.
Listening.
Okay, 500 for the railgun tower. And I have a ton of ore, which means more upgrades for my ship.
Android.
Attack. Earth. Hello. Attack. Earth. Terminal.
What am I going to do with my army right now? I never actually decided. Like, I still really want this area. Like, that's a lot of grass, there's a geyser, that's... Okay, I guess I need to deal with the heat here. So I can just vent this out here, not a problem. Put this out here.
We're under attack.
Just do a little bit more ship upgrading. Keep my resources low.
Okay.
We're under attack.
Why did my Iraq go that way? What the heck? Something's being attacked right now.
Okay. Android.
We're under attack.
I do need to make more... Okay, so it's a double direction. This is going to be a bit of a spicy defense, because... Okay. Here's what we're going to do. So we have the railgun tech. This... I think I can actually safely dismantle and put a railgun tower there now. Because, like, they'll come this way, maybe. Like, I have this flamer tower in, okay, kind of an awkward position, which means I kind of want to go like this, too. Like, it's this area I'm worried about, and it is a little open.
Hello.
We're under attack.
Yeah, this vent helped actually get rid of the heat from there and there, which is nice. I'm also going to split my army, which I don't love doing, but... Because, like, I split my army badly here, and it almost, they almost got through. And I don't know... Like, I was just thinking about upgrading my effort production with more modules, but I don't have time for that. So this is looking a little sketch. Like, this area is pretty naked. This is gonna go. I think that for sure. And let me split my army right now. Like that, I think.
Third.
Yeah, okay. And yeah, start building turrets. And I guess these our rocks were good. They were really tanky. And I guess just androids, just because I have the resources. Whew, yeah, something tells me this is going to be a little close. I never did get this scrapyard up either. Although it turns out I can build one, so I'm going to do that. But it might be a little too late, you know. So let's put this right over here.
Ready.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I let my effort production slip. And that was like right off the heels of me saying that I managed to get it back on track from the early game. I focused a little too much on getting data centers up for research. And now I'm don't quite have as much. Oh man, yeah, the horde's already here. Yeah, I think this might be a game. It was not well managed by me. It's gonna be a lot of pausing. Say that much. Like I should have had railgun turrets up already, I think. Like, man, yeah, this was not good. Okay, at least I have enough relationship with this tribe to have the... Oh yeah, I can make these guys, I totally forgot. Bam! Welcome to the party, Ranger. Let's get this... Yeah, it's like just hard to see what's in the horde to like know what to laser. I guess I just blindly like it does have like a small AoE, so like yeah, I guess that was fine. Just feels a little silly, honestly. Wow, this ranger's getting wrecked. Wow, look at the size of that horde! I got another horde that size coming this way. This is... Wow, this is... yes. Oh my... They're not even coming towards where I put the flamers. Yikes. I don't have any walls. This is not looking too hot. anything... Like, I'm looking for, like, the blue thing from last time. This... Yeah, mine core. Yeah, this thing I do want a laser for sure. Like that. And this thing. Like, will this kill? It killed. Oh, man. Yeah, this is... not gonna be pretty. We're actually not good down here, now that I look at it. I don't think there's anything else that I need to be worried. The tribe helped a lot. So I'm gonna use this for some resources. This. And those two up. And hopefully get this up in time for the horde. Oh yeah, these two turrets just got disabled. This is so bad. I mean, the music is over at least, but... Oh man, now my guys are getting slowed by, I've never had that happen before. Yeah, they destroyed the suppressors and now my army trying to retreat to cover my base is getting slowed down by unburrowing too. It's pretty interesting, honestly.
We're under attack.
Oh, okay, I guess we survived at least, but that was a lot of damage. Probably not unrecoverable. Definitely main priority is getting these spreaders rebuilt. And these data centers.
We're under attack.
It shall be done very well. It shall be done. It shall be done.
We're under attack.
It shall be done. Very well. It shall be.
Yeah, so first, as a attack scale, that was probably the worst case scenario, so I guess I shouldn't be too sad about the amount of damage that was sustained. Like, we didn't actually lose anything down here, and it was, like, completely undefended. It was really just entirely off the back of getting this tribe on our side. Like, literally all you have to do is put a spreader and have their their altar or platform in the radius of your suppressor, and you're good. So that was helpful. Like if you can, you'd want to get the tribe on your side. It's just free bodies. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep playing this out until the next autosave. I don't think you can. I don't know. I don't actually know if you can manually save in Iron Man mode or Iron Sapiens mode. But yeah, heat. As you can see, like the heat was relatively well managed. You got a few outliers here and there, but. How did I get this spreader in range of anything? Oh, there's the autosave. Okay. Yeah, I hope this was helpful for anybody curious about how the robot faction works. And I guess if there's enough interest, I might finish this run out or maybe start another one with another captain or something. But yeah, hope you enjoy. Goodbye.